All right, everybody. Very good evening. I see a bunch of people are already joined in. So it's 6 p.m. now. No, it's not 6 p.m. It's already 1 minute late. Sorry about that, guys. Well, we are live right now and this particular evening, and we're going to discuss a lot more interesting thing. And we are having an amazing guest speaker as well. So yes, to all the people who is watching me right now, what exactly we are going to do today? We are going to discuss how you can see, how you can become a successful data analyst. Okay, even if you are from a non-tech background and earn up to salary 20 lakh per annum. Okay, even if you don't know the C of the coding, even if you're from a non-IT background, even if you have done arts, if you're a sales manager, if you're a BPO guy or any background, if you're just a graduate, okay, you will better understand everything. But before I start, just confirm me once, guys, that if you are able to see me or hear me well. If yes, then I will confidently start this webinar as a thumbs up from you, because we are organizing this just for you, so you can let me know, is it okay? Can you hear me? Can you see me? Then I'll start this particular webinar. So I'm just waiting for the people to respond in the chat section. You can say yes or no, maybe, whatever. So I see Girish Garg, Siddharth, Shiva, Praveen, Anish, Ravi, Hitesh, Sheikh Azhar, Arvind S, Anushka K, Shapa Nived, Naveen Kumar, Lakshman, Priyanka, Nisar, Akash, Nikita, Sai, Vishal. Is the course only for fresher? No, it's for everybody, for fresher and the experienced one as well. I'll come to that particular point. All right. So everybody said hello and yes. Thank you so much, guys, for confirming this. Now I'm going to start this particular webinar, and I'll make sure that this webinar is going to be one of the most valuable webinar for all of you, and I will make sure that this will be an eye opener for you, because I'll discuss those undiscussed things in front of you, which will clear a lot of myths and the pre-assumptions which is wrong we have built in our mind, that data is successful or not, or the high paying job or not, or am I eligible for this or not, or am I the right fit for it or not, or what exactly the is going on in the data industry in this layoff, and whatever the hell is running in our mind when it comes to switching. We're going to discuss that for sure. Okay, so without wasting any much time, the person that you're looking on the screen, which is very handsome right now, that is me. That is, my name is Amir Akhtar, and I'm a career consultant. I have helped more than 200 plus people to find a job in IT as a data analyst, and I have total 5 years of experience. Okay, so if you want to connect to me, if you have to talk to me, if you want to have some career guidance or any questions which you are hesitating, I'm not getting a chance to ask, or you want to discuss with me, then yes, my Instagram link is there in the chat section. You can reach out to me and you can text me. I'm always available to help you out, because I have already transformed more than 200 plus people. I would love to increase the number to 500. All right, so yes, feel free to reach out to me on Instagram. Okay, and why I'm telling you about myself, because just because I have helped more than 200 plus people, so I can better relate the challenges of freshers have, the challenges that a working experience have, the challenges that all the people who are looking for a switch, the challenges that uh, all the person who is like in the comfort zone wanted to change but hesitating, or they're scared about switching, or they're scared about their previous year experience, they're scared about that, whether I will be considered as a fresher, or I'm from a pharmaceutical background, I'm from a medical background, is it possible for me or not? I know thousands of questions like this is running in your mind, and I can cater every single thing right in front of you. So make sure that you are asking every single question, because I have answered to all that question. On the top of that, we have an experienced person who is joining this particular webinar. So yes, you're going to hear it from the top notch industry expert as well, which will give you 100% validation and approval to take this particular decision. All right, so are you guys ready and pumped up? If yes, even if you're not, I will still start. Okay, so let's go on. Perfect. So I can see a good bunch of people have joined it, and I can see that you guys are very much active. You, and some of you are saying that you are ready. Amir is saying hello. Your name is also Amir. That's nice. So everybody is ready. Perfect. So guys, can you guys just let me know that from which city you guys are in, so that I can understand the the geography, that from which place the you beautiful people have joined in, and what exactly your age is, so that I can understand the age group, so that accordingly I will be deriving the whole webinar for all of you. All right. So guys, can you just comment down, so that let's know each other first, and I have some surprise for you. Okay. So to all the people who's watching me, I have some surprise. Okay, just let me know. So I can see that Noida, Bhubaneswar, Nagpur, Bangalore, a good bunch of it's Coimbatore, Varanasi. Who is that from Varanasi? Varanasi. There is guy from London as well. Wow. What's the time there in London? Okay, okay. Naveen Kumar, 32 years. He's from Varanasi. I'm also from Varanasi. If you want, you can meet me. I'll give you a free tea. Okay. That's perfect. So who another? Okay, perfect. Great. So I can see all people all over the India is actually joined over here. So your time is very much important to me. Okay. So we're gonna discuss a lot more things over here. Okay. But I have some surprise for you. You want to hear that? Okay. Let's come to this. Okay. So before I come to that particular surprise, let me explain you that why we are doing this particular webinar or a master class. We are doing this to support our data analytics course from Coding Invaders. It is 80% practice based and total job oriented program that we have made, and all the modules and the mentorship are 100% involved into a job oriented format, so that you get 100% job guarantee. And the best part is we have 93% of our students are placed into the big companies, and I will show you how to know that. Stay till the end of this particular masterclass. All right. To all the people who's asking me about the fees, guys, I'm just telling you for information. I'm not selling you anything, huh? But you guys are asking me about the fees, so let me show you the fees. The fees is 11,490. But just because you are watching me right now in this particular masterclass, then you will get a 35% of discount, and you can tell on the phone that I attended the webinar with Amir. You'll get 35% discount, right? And you will get 7,490 in a job guarantee badge, which promises job guarantee in written format. So we will discuss more about this particular course, which is very much a job oriented and promising a job guarantee. So if you want a free counseling call, the link is there in the chat section. You can fill it up, eat their head, ask too many questions that how exactly you are promising a job guarantee, what exactly your alumni are, and where they are placed. I want to talk to them, or whatever the hell you want exactly. You can ask, verify, check your eligibility criteria. I'm offering you a free counseling call. The link's there in the chat section, and then you can decide. You are much smarter. You can better decide. But to decide that, you need to verify all the things. And for that, I have given the link in the chat section. Reach out, get a free call, ask. If you are satisfied, let's do it. All right, moving on. So, who is Coding Invaders? So, Coding Invaders is an edtech platform. We are on the mission to transform all non-tech professional people into a tech. We wanted to be that particular platform that we help a non-tech professional people to be into a high-paying tech profession as a data analyst. Okay, we have already more than 22,000 learners studying over here. All the students who are studying with us, as per their experience, as per their performance, as per their dedication and consistency, people are grabbing 30 to 400% salary hike. Okay, Rahul is saying we are not here for advertisement, buddy. Just be on point. Okay, so I'm not advertising anything. You are attending the masterclass of Coding Invaders, so it's very common that you will hear about Coding Invaders. All right, so I will come to that point for sure. So the placement rate is 90%, and the customer base as like the whole, the students who are studying is 40 plus. Okay, so these are the stats. Why I'm telling you, because if you are worried about your career, we are the safest platform for that, and 100% companies train their employee with us. All right, now let's get started. Okay, so before we have enjoyed to we have joined this particular to learn something, right? For sure. So there are three options which I'm giving you on your screen. Okay, just wanted to know why you joined this particular masterclass. You joined this masterclass without any goals, just joined to see what exactly is happening, or you just wanted to study or looking for the courses. Okay, or you are already studying and wanted to expand your expertise. Okay, so just I'm just sending you a poll on your screen. Just vote it so that I can understand the exact mindset of our audience, and accordingly I'll derive the conversation. Okay, so I can see more than 70% people are wanted to enter into ONT and looking for the courses. Okay, Yashwardhan Sharma is saying, I want to switch a job. Then you are at the perfect place right now. To all the person who is watching me and who have 1% of thing in their heart that I want to change my job or I want to switch. Okay. If you have these things in your mind, okay, then this webinar is an eye opener for you. Trust me. If you are a person looking for a salary hike, if you are a person looking for a switch, if you are a person who is very much worried about your current salary, watch me, trust me, this is an eye opener for you. Okay, okay, so I can see a 60% plus people are looking for the courses and wanted to switch to IT, and already 23% of people are into IT and wanted to increase their horizon. That's perfect. I got a better understanding now, so I will make sure I will cover all of these things. All right, perfect. So what you will learn today, so you will learn who is data analyst. Okay, we will learn everything about from very scratch. Okay, Shiva is saying that I want to achieve something big in my life. Wow, that's nice. I like this motivation. Okay. And so what you will learn today, okay, so you will learn who is data analyst, okay, and you will also understand how to become one, okay, and how to build a successful career as a data analyst. So you will learn every single is a kind of a whole roadmap you will get in this particular master class, which is one, only this master class is sufficient for you to make a best decision in your life. All right. Okay. uh Neha is saying growth in salary, not courses in IT, was in data science. I didn't got your point. Is data analyst secure job profile and safe? For sure, it is secure. Okay, so too many questions are coming. So guys, I want to tell you, we have Q&A session as well. Okay, so keep your questions. But I have surprise for you, which I said to all the people who just dropped, actually missed an opportunity. Right now, who is watching me? Okay, just because we have an experienced, top-notch industrial expert, so we are now in this particular masterclass going to give about job guaranteed premium course data analyst, that too for free. One of you will get a chance to win it. Yes, you all people who is watching me, you can win this not after 1 week or 1 month. You can win it just after 30 minutes at the end of this particular webinar. So I'm starting one contest right now, and I'll end this contest in just 30 minutes. So the link is there in the chat section. Go fill it up, okay? Because just after 30 minutes, I'm going to share my screen. I'm going to choose one random person, and I'll make that person enroll into a job guarantee batch of a data analyst, which promises job guarantee of 6.5 months. Within 6.5 months, that person will be observing a 30 to 400% of salary hike in his career, and he will be more successful in what exactly he's dreaming about. Okay, so you can be that one person. If you are feeling lazy, then I'm very worried about you. You just need one click. The link is there in the chat section. Okay, I will share my screen right now and see how many people are filling up the form, because I have to now introduce the guest speaker. We will start the webinar, but before that, okay, just fill this particular link, okay, and we will start it. So let me just share my screen and see how many people are actually participating. All right, so I can see a good bunch of people have participated already. 20 plus people are participating. Let's just share the screen. So, guys, I can see more than 150 people have already participated. So, if you can see my screen, so I can see that already, the people are filling up fast. Come on, guys, let's cross 100 plus, because the contest will be interesting if I will see that the people are filling up faster and crossing 100. So, the last person who filled the form is Bandala. To all the people, I can see more than 200 people are actually in this particular masterclass. So, hurry up, guys, because this particular masterclass is going to be an amazing for you and life changing for you for sure, because you can win. One of you will get a chance to win this particular masterclass for this particular premium data analyst course, that too for free, and it's very rare. Okay, so we can do that as well. Okay, so I can see 50 people have registered. Anybody else who is left? I'm still refreshing. So I can see only 50 people. Anybody else who is left? Come on, guys, are you feeling lazy? You are like 100 plus people have joined it. Okay, so yes, only one person will win for sure. It's not like we're gonna you know so I can see, I will refresh once again. Perfect. Anybody else who's left? Manoj Kumar is typing something. Okay, Bandla. Okay, Shruti Nayak. Okay, perfect. All right, so it's 6:15 now. I'll give you 10-20 more seconds, guys, to fill it up. Okay, and who haven't registered yet, go register, because it's the last chance to win this particular premium course for free, because it's one of the most high demanding tool as of now. All right, so we are running this contest, and we are going to end this particular contest in just 30 minutes, right? To all the people who are feeling lazy, go fill it up. Okay, I'm giving you 20 seconds right now, and then I'll stop sharing my screen, because we are aiming to cross 100 plus. I just want this contest to be in between 100 plus people. All right, and let's do this. All right, fine, then I can see people are participating and they will keep on doing it. Okay, so let me come to the point and upload my presentations, and please focus now, because I will keep on posting the link for you. Okay, and we will keep on filling it. Okay, so without wasting any much time, I hope you understood the agenda of this particular masterclass. Okay, I have give away this. You can get it just after 30 minutes, so don't miss it. I am pasting the link in the chat section again and again. Okay. Okay. Perfect. So please welcome our guest speaker, Mr. Adarsh Shivananda is one of my favorite guest speakers. So hi Adarsh, I'm happy to see you again.
Hello, Amir.
Yeah.
Very good evening. Good evening to everyone who has joined this webinar. Again, thanks again for having me.
Yeah, I'm even much happy just because like we had a very amazing discussion in the last webinar and we discussed and we cleared a lot of myths with more practical answers. So even I'm excited. So I'll just shut my mouth so that you speak about like what exactly you have done so that people get inspired. Okay, and you can tell about more your backgrounds, like your education backgrounds and what exactly you are doing and how big exactly it is for us to achieve it or what how easy or tough it is.
Excellent. So basically, again, hi everyone. My name is Adarsh. So basically, currently I'm working as data science manager at Kimberly Clark, which is a Fortune 50 CPG company, right? Which is based out of US. So I lead a team of 30 to 40 data scientists there, right? Where we are trying to solve various challenges which a CPG industry can face, right? It could be supply chain, it could be retention, it could be e-commerce, right? So yeah, that's how what I'm doing currently. But before that, I was working for Indigene, which was a healthcare and pharmaceutical company, and before that, I was in Trident, which was an analytics consulting company. So yeah, that's over a decade. I have a decade of experience into analytics, data
Mm-hmm.
analytics, business analytics, machine learning, natural language processing, everything which comes under the umbrella of AI, right?
Mm-hmm.
So that's into professional setting, right? Apart from that, from last 5 to 6 years I have been authoring books as well with Epros.
Mm-hmm.
I've written more than six books, and as we speak I'm writing one more on descriptive analytics, right?
Mm-hmm.
And again, around that same time I started coaching people as well, right?
Mm-hmm.
With various brands, but the idea is to teach data analytics to as many students as possible, right?
Mm-hmm.
uh, Again, when we started the teaching, right, there were not many, not these many institutes or organizations to teach. It was very
Mm-hmm.
few, and not many people had knowledge about what is data analytics, right? A lot of
Mm-hmm.
people didn't even know there exists something called as
Mm-hmm.
analytics, right? So we crossed that path. Now it's kind of it's in a peak mode, right? And of course every organization requires it, so there is a fundamental truth to it, that it's required and it's to be learned, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's not as if you are data analytics
Mm-hmm.
as a job. For every person in IT industry, you need to know analytics. We will get to that stage. I'll explain that in a minute, right?
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I've been attending these kind of webinars as well as conferences, right? Just to make sure that will encourage people to take up data analytics and basically fill the gap that is there in the industry,
Mm-hmm.
where there are a lot of jobs and not many folks to actually do it, right? So that's pretty much about me.
True. I
Yeah.
got it. I got it. I have one curious question, if you don't mind. So you said that you are an author and you have 6 year experience. Like you have so much experience. You are handling a team of data scientists, and so much like you are a speaker, trainer, content developer. So just to bust out one myth of mine, because just wanted, were you topper or gold medalist or something, or just a normal person like 60 to 80% guy like me or something? Just that answer can change my life personally. I don't know about this audience, but I'm just asking for myself.
Yeah. So sorry to disappoint you, right?
Mhm.
I was not, right. So
So you were not a gold
education
medalist, you were a
background.
topper.
Sorry,
So
no,
you
no,
were not.
no, no,
That's
no, not really. I was very maybe till probably 10th and PU maybe, right. But after engineering, I did my mechanical engineering from MS Ramaya College, Bangalore. And mechanical and data analytics, there is those two are two different things. So I didn't learn
Mhm.
anything in engineering which is related to this or related to mechanical for that matter.
Mm, understood, understood,
So
understood.
yeah, that's one thing that I kind of regret, right? We should have start learning these things that are required for the industry a bit
Mhm.
sooner, right? Maybe in
Mhm.
first or second year of the engineering, so that
Mhm.
we would have achieved a lot more
No, that's
than
I understand. This is the major problem in engineering. You know, you will become everything up except an engineer. That's what I've. That's happened generally because I'm also a mechanical engineer. But yeah, your journey is very inspiring. So let's dive into it and understand more. So now, just one thing wanted to understand is just because every time whenever I look at my relatives who are in US or some of the topper people who are in US or some of our relatives who are like earning good and getting a good dowry in their marriage. Okay, so just wanted to know that what what exactly is cool about this data engineering and why this is so high paying, because recently I just saw some of the people are successful in US and just they are into a data oriented profession. So just wanted to know that what exactly the best thing about this data and why we should pursue it. Just wanted to know about this.
Yeah, definitely. So, I mean, if you have heard about it, data is the new oil,
Mm-hmm.
right? So, it without it could be a as I speak, right? So, what we make our company as a KC Kimberly Clark, what we do is we basically do Huggies, right? So that's what KC does. We manufacture Huggies, right? What a data science manager doing at Huggies, right? So you
Mm-hmm.
might ask, right? So that's the stage we are in, right? Without the data, it could be any business, right? It need not to be tech only. It need not to be the Facebooks and Googles need data science or data analytics, right? Each and every business on the
Mm-hmm.
planet who are tracking the data and collecting the data has to analyze the data to make sure that they reach, you know, they always on the growth trajectory of making the revenues, profit, blah blah blah, right? They need to understand their customers, they need to understand how their business is running, right? For everything you need the fundamental is basically the data, right?
Mm-hmm.
So we are in a phase where without that it's very hard to take decisions.
Mm-hmm.
And that's the best part about being data analyst as well, which
Mm-hmm.
is I try to get to understand how the business works,
Mm-hmm.
right? So you get to a mode where you start thinking like an entrepreneur, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because if you're not, then how are you going to solve business problems, right?
Mm-hmm.
Using data, right? What is data analytics is basically what is AI, right? You're trying to solve business problems,
Mm-hmm.
right, using data, right? So you have data, you have technology, you have coding knowledge, coding skills, all that is fine, right?
Mm-hmm.
But if you cannot understand what's the problem, right, then
Mm-hmm.
you will not be able to solve. To actually understand the problem, you need to understand the business. And yes,
Mm-hmm.
as soon as you understand it, you start thinking like an entrepreneur, right? So you
Mm-hmm.
get to understand end to end of a particular organization or a particular business,
So,
right?
so what I understood with your explanation is like with whatever the business is going on, whatever
Mhm.
the services or whatever the thing which is going on, there must be the activities are going on, right? If those activities definitely is getting stored in the form of data, whether it
Correct.
is structured or unstructured, just like a raw data,
Correct.
data people will study those particular data thing very properly and try to make
Correct.
some sense out of it so that it will help the businesses or any services organization to grow. That's what I have understood. Correct?
Correct. You are spot on, Amish,
Okay,
right?
perfect.
Yes.
So even
Mhm.
even I can do one thing for myself also. Let's suppose if I'll just start making a data of my expenditure, that I spent this much in the movie, I spent this much in the popcorn, I spent this much into uh, dating, I spent this much into my personal development, and I'm observing and I'm behaving very innocent at the end of the month, that why my salary is gone. So if I start making the data, I can predict that how my February month will go, and how my March month will go, and how I will be jobless in the coming months, looking at my pattern. I can easily say that, right?
Yes, yes,
Mhm.
that's what I told, right? Every organization and
Mhm.
every person, right, should be a data analytics in future. Like in 10 years, 20 years from now, there
Mhm.
won't be a data analytics as a separate domain. It will
Mm.
be kind of ingested into everyone's lifestyle.
It will be kind of a skill which will be mandatory, like the way we ask in hiring that, do you know Excel sheet? Similarly, they also ask like, right?
Correct. Exactly, right. It's
Um,
as good as your communication skills, right? So
exactly,
if you
exactly.
don't know it, you cannot do it, right? So if you don't have data analytics skills, it's going to be very difficult to get into any IT job. Need not be
Yeah, like I have also observed. Let me tell you one thing. When
Hmm.
when I was in sales, I used to sell tablets on the road. Okay, I will not take the organization name. But whenever my manager used to say that the closing happened or not, I said no, the closing didn't happen. Or he just asked me that how many sales you done for the week. So I used to give a very vague answer that two, three, something like that. Then he always used to come and say that Amir, talk to me in numbers. I need numbers. Then I understood that he's trying to become a data analyst. All right. So
Yes.
somehow every single person, whoever is watching me right now, one day you will definitely get promoted, right? Or one day you will open your own company. At that moment of time, you need data to manage it, right? Because you will not be managing people, you will be working on the reports, right? Right, Adarsh?
That's correct.
Perfect. So now just wanted to understand, if I'll just ask you that, if let's suppose I switched and I came into a data analyst profession, what exactly the task I have to go through it? Let's suppose I'll take one example. Maybe you can take your example. Let's suppose I got hired into Paytm. So what sort of task I would be dealing with?
Excellent. So yeah, probably I'll take uh, a simpler example, right? I mean,
Mhm.
Paytm is also I think everyone can get it, but I'll take a more of a Flipkart
Let's take a profitable one. Yes, sorry.
example. Okay. So let me take any e-commerce platform, right? It could be Flipkart, Amazon, right?
Perfect.
So basically, what does it do, right? You basically place an order, right? That you need a mobile, and they will take it, from that particular store, and they will deliver it to your home, right? That's what Flipkart does, right? So what are data analyst role at these kind of e-commerce companies, right? So now you have to, the end-to-end business, you have to kind of split it into various small domains, right? Now within that you will have HR, within that you will have supply chain, within that you will have delivery teams, right? A e-commerce platform, recommendation engines, right? Sentiment analysis, right? So there are so many things that are congested into that, right? So now let's take a very again one simple example within that, right? So now every day the new customers are coming into the platform, right? Now you have 1 lakh customers. Now you have 1 lakh customers who already bought something via platform, right?
Mhm.
Now you need to analyze, or you need to understand who are these customers,
Mhm.
right?
Mhm.
Where are they purchase the place the orders from, right? What region, right? Where is Flipkart popular, right? Is it in South India? Is it in North India, right? And what sort of items are being kind of placed regularly, right? Is it cell
Mhm.
phones? Is it laptops, right? What it is, right?
Mhm.
And at what time they are placing, right? And what's the average time to kind of deliver a product from a warehouse to his house,
Mhm.
right? How many delivery boys are required for this region, right? So how many vehicles are required to deliver this,
Mhm.
right? So there are n number of questions here, right? And all the questions, the answer to all these questions lies within the data, right? So now every transaction has been recorded, as you mentioned, right? So they will have their own database, right? It could be
Mhm.
let's say, SQL. I think everyone will understand, SQL database, right? There is a simple structured SQL database, right? You would
Mm-hmm.
write in a simple SQL queries, fetch the data, right?
Mm-hmm.
Or it could be in the form of, if the business is small, it could be in the form of Excels as well, right? CSV files, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then you basically fetch the data, right? And now I want to understand which region has the most amount of orders, right? Then
Mm-hmm.
I write simple, queries within SQL, or maybe within, I'll import the data to Python, and maybe I'll write a simple group by, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I'll understand, which region, right? Maybe Bangalore has the highest number of orders when
Mm-hmm.
compared to Chennai,
Mm-hmm.
right? That's the conclusion. And you take that insight as a form of dashboard, maybe Power BI, Tableau, or whatever, right? Or
Mm-hmm.
maybe a simple PPT, right? And you go to a business stakeholder, right? Hey, see, you have more orders in Bangalore when compared to Chennai. Maybe
Mm-hmm.
you need to have more delivery boys, or you need to have a warehouse which is located in Bangalore to serve all these orders which you are getting from, Bangalore, right? So that's what you will be doing, right? You will be fetching the
Mm-hmm.
data, you will be cleaning it, you will be processing it, you will try to analyze it using maybe a straightforward technique,
Mm-hmm.
or a statistical or a machine learning technique, and
Mm-hmm.
represent that output in a form where stakeholder can consume it,
Mm. Understood.
right?
Understood.
That's how a life of data analytics, data analyst kind of looks like,
Mm-hmm.
and the tasks will, kind of look like.
So, is it correct that the more complex business or more successful business, if it is a more successful business or more complicated business, it means that the salary of data analyst will be higher because it needs proper skill set, right? Because see, what I understood is, let's suppose if somebody is only normally dealing with proper Excel sheet or something. Because I have seen one thing when I was in sales, and I have also considered a lot of data analyst to people to get into data analyst, and I was in conversation with one candidate, and he said I am already a data analyst. I said okay, so may I know what tools do you use? He said that I'm only Excel sheet. Then I understood. Okay, so yeah, I mean, like it is true. I have observed that in particular organization who are working only on Excel sheet and working on the data, they are also called analysts. I was shocked, although you don't have to do that, but somehow people, some of them are doing it. So that was shocking thing. So
Yes,
what I have understood is every single business needs it. Every single activity needs a data analyst, right? And
correct.
looking at the situations right now, as because too much startup is coming, and raising a fund is just like become a kind of a every single person is raising a fund, even 18-year-old guy, the Shark Tank people raise. I mean, like what they're asking, they're asking about the previous sales, quarterly performance, and on that basis they are betting or something. So what I'm observing is like every single business needs it, and business is going to be a future in India for sure, looking at the situation right now. Even so, I can clearly say that data is one of the safest profession to rely on.
Current, yes, 200%. At least this point of time,
Mhm.
even, I can confidently bet on it, right? It's the safest. It's one of the safest place
So,
to be.
and one more thing, just wanted to know. Let's suppose you are working into Amazon, okay, and you are one of the responsible person in decision making, and you are a data analyst or you are a data scientist.
Mhm.
Or let's suppose if I'm from Flipkart, so I may feel that let's hire Adarsh because just because of his analysis, that company is doing well. So if I
Mhm.
will pay him more, then that he will apply the same strategy in my company. I can. Is that this sort of shit happens generally or not?
It does, right? I mean, it.
The
I'm
way
not
the
sure.
way physics wala and Amman Dhattarwala are poaching each other, the teachers, So is this happening over there also?
Yeah, it does, right? So that's why they will see, where he has worked, right? His all, what all companies he
Mm-hmm.
has worked, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because uh, it's like intent, like you don't have to bring any secrets from there, right? But the way you have analyzed things there, right? And what actions were taken after that, and on top of that, right? How, kind of it used to run there. So those tactics, will still help in your current organization, right? So that will be definitely counted. right? And as you go to the higher level, right, as you becomes the managers, the directors, and the VPs, this kind of things happen a lot when compared to when you're on the lower side of the chain.
Understood. Understood. Got it. So, guys, I hope you have understood the importance of this data analyst. And if I'll give you a precise idea, more than 2 million jobs are already there in 2023. If you're just taking a screenshot, then you are doing a biggest mistake in your life. And if you're watching me right now and understanding the fact that data analyst is one of the high paying profession and data is the new oil, and you just need few skills to become a successful data analyst and earn up to 20 lakhs per annum, and you can grab this because if you'll go to the Google and search this particular thing, you'll find a multiple jobs. So you just go to the job description and see what tools everybody is asking and learn that tool, and you can get that too as well. That's all. Okay, so on an average, if I'll talk about, then in coding invaders, if I'll talk about, so we have almost 100 plus hiring partners out there. So our HRs are in contact with those hiring partners, so we understand the need of the market, that what exactly they are looking for. They may come to us by saying that, do you have any candidates who know better SQL or Power BI? Do you know any candidate who is very good at statistics and the Excel sheet? So we know this 100% 100 plus hiring partners what exactly they want, and on that basis we keep on updating our study material so that our students should be industrial ready, and when at the time of scheduling an interview, they should sound like an experienced person and crack the deal, as simple as that. So all the things is done. That's why we are very much sure about the 100 plus guarantee. Why? Because before placement, before your first interview call, we prepare your CV, mock interviews happens, multiple practice happens, so that you sounds experienced one when you are talking. Okay, and it makes sense. And when you will study for whole in a practical way, then definitely gonna do it. All right. Moving ahead to all the people who are asking about the course price and everything, that which the job guarantee batch, which is going to start in just few days, 2 3 days. The price was 11,490, just because you are giving your precious time over here and understanding why the data is very much important, why we need to make this particular thing done. Then you can see that you will level 35% discount. The link is there in the chat section for a free counseling call and change your life. Now, coming to the most important part. Uh, Now we're trying to understand that how we can become a data analyst, right? Like whenever we Google or search something, we find a lot of, tools, and we get confused at what we need to worry about. I mean, like whenever I used to consult with somebody, they even don't know what data analyst is all about, but they are debating me about Power BI and Tableau. That is strange. So I need to justify them. I justified one person that why you need to use Power BI, and then I got to know he don't even know the difference between data analyst and data scientist. Then I understood that he wasted my time. So what I'm trying to understand, what I'm trying to ask you, if we get distracted, can't we just learn few particular tools which is necessary, and I can get a job? If you could mention that.
Yes. So basically, you got to start with, at least how I started things, right? Every day, I mean, the tools gets changed, right?
Mm-hmm.
When I started a decade ago, there was a tool called SAS, right? Then came the R. R is still there, but the usage has decreased, right? Now we have Python, right? So you need for sure one programming language, but just remember the tool themselves will keep getting changed, right?
Mm-hmm.
What you for sure need to have is, as I told you, right, that analytical skill, right, that analytical mindset on how you can solve this problem, which could be using simple group bias or something like that, or statistics, right? So if you ask me where you should start, is basically the statistics, right? It acts as a foundation for your data analytics, then business analyst, then data scientist, right? For you to climb up the ladder, right? Statistics kind of acts as a foundation, right? Again, it doesn't mean that you need to be a PhD in statistics, right?
Mm-hmm.
That is, that's the least of the expectations, right? You need to understand, if you go back to fifth standard, you might have learned what is mean, median, and mode,
Mm-hmm.
right? And that's how fundamental, or how basic it gets started, right? So you need to understand those concepts, and you need to start learn how and where you can apply them, right? For example, mean is what? Mean is an average, right? So where can I use average? I can use what is the average time to find average time for a delivery to happen, right, in an e-commerce platform, right? So they take on an average 30 minutes to deliver, right? So it's a very simple usage of statistics. You
Mm-hmm.
don't even realize it's statistics, right? And just like that, you need to kind of advance in statistical skills, right?
Mm-hmm.
And for that to happen, you need a language, you need a platform to do that, right?
Mm-hmm.
And it could be, currently it could be R or Python, right?
Mm-hmm.
And SQL is necessary because you need data, right? Either data would be, in again various forms, but most likely it will be in an SQL DB. And for that
Mm-hmm.
to happen, you need to fetch from the DB, and that's why you need SQL skills, right? And once you do all these analysis, again, you have to represent this in a nice fashion. That's wherein you need a visualization tool. Again, it could be an Excel, it could be a Power BI, it could be a Tableau or ClickView. There are again tons of tools.
Mm-hmm.
What your organization currently using, you'll continue to use that. So that's how these are the skills that are required. And one skill that again is always ignored is the domain knowledge, right? Of course, you'll get that knowledge as and when you solve more projects,
Mm-hmm.
and as with experience, right?
Mm-hmm.
But again, to get that experience, you need something to show in the resume,
Exactly.
wherein you need to a little bit proactive and solve certain use cases, of
Mm-hmm.
course, which are available in the internet, as well as the course suggests. Course itself has it, or if you go to Kaggle, you will again find hundreds of use cases, right?
Understood.
Yeah,
Understood.
that's how the basically you can plan to start with. Again, this is not the end, this is just the beginning, right?
Mm-hmm.
As you were telling, if for a small company these things are fine. As you go to a bigger organization, the data stored, it's not just in SQL, it's
Mm-hmm.
in blob storage. It's, you need to learn Spark queries, right? You
Mm-hmm.
need to learn multiple variations of the tool, right? And how do you build data pipelines, right? How do you automate it? How do you deploy it? It's only getting complex. How do there's something called Kubernetes, where you need to how you can deploy the ML algorithms, right?
Mm-hmm.
So it's only going upward, right? There are hundreds of things that you can learn, and that's why it's called kind of multidisciplinary. Data science or data analytics is called multidisciplinary because it has a full dimension to it. You have to learn a lot of things from a lot of angles, right?
Mm-hmm.
And also, uh, uh, again, you might kind of feel that you might get overwhelmed, that there are a lot of things, right?
Mm-hmm.
But as you start learning, one step at a time, right, one day at a time, right, then in a month or two, you will kind of know all these things, and you naturally start doing things. So you need to start from somewhere, and I would recommend as on the slide, statistics and Python would be the right place to start.
Understood. Understood. So one thing is very clear that whatever we should study with the project base in a much
Correct.
practical way, so that we
Yes.
have case studies or the projects to showcase on the CV. Because here everybody is looking for switch. So to justify that, we need to showcase that. As simple as that, right? We
Yes.
cannot, like, I mean, like, nobody hires by looking at my face. Okay. So understood, got an idea. So now the most important thing which we wanted to know, just because everybody is thinking that I'm trying to promote the coding invaders, but you can let me know that how you acquired your skills so that we can understand and we can copy your style. And at that time, I'm sure that EdTech were not there. This so much of resources were not be there. Maybe I'm not saying that you are too old, you're young, but I'm just saying that that at that time were these resources were there or not, or if resources were there, then how could be your action?
Excellent. Thank you for not calling me old.
Yeah.
Uh, uh, so basically, again, how I started was something on the similar lines. I joined a course, a 3 months data analytics course,
Mm-hmm.
where they were, as I told you, they were teaching something called a SAS, right?
Okay. Okay.
And very basics of statistics, right?
Mm-hmm.
And Tableau, Power BI were not that kind of a fancy back then, so those things were not there, right? Bit of programming, SAS programming, and bit of statistics, and that's it, right?
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I somehow learned that and landed my first job, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then from there till today, right?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Not even a single day where I did not, learn a new thing, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because that's how quickly things have changed from last, over a decade. Uh, Even if I imagine how things back then, it is completely different, right? It's
Mm-hmm.
it's tenfold, 20-fold. I don't know how many folds, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because how things were back then, like there was not even I don't think even data scientist was not there. It was not coined back then, right? It was
Mm-hmm.
just data analytics and business analytics, right?
Mm-hmm.
Using basic statistics. Then slowly, we started using a lot of machine learning techniques, right? Then slowly natural language processing, where you process text data, became a bit popular, right? Then image processing started picking up, right?
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, now today there are a lot of things, right, going on, and that's how my journey was. How I learned is basically I learned on the job, right? Because there was a task given to me. I learned what was required to do that task, but my foundation was strong, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's why I was able to learn quickly and build things, because I had that 3 months course where I learned the basics. And
Mm-hmm.
after that to till now, the things were kind of dynamically changing, right, very quickly, right? And I had to adopt and I had to learn things on a daily basis to kind
Mm-hmm.
of reach here, right? And
Mm-hmm.
I don't think the things would be any different for next 10 years, right?
Mm-hmm.
Whatever you learn is the basics that are
Mm-hmm.
required for today. And from next 10 years, you would have to learn things on a daily basis, and then that's how it will be. To solve any problem, you have to uh, 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 try to come up with new ideas and techniques to solve that problem, right? Until it kind of gets stabilized or monetized, basically, right? So they call it as monetized AI, wherein it would become any other tool like SAP, right?
Mm-hmm.
So like any other kind of activity in business, for that to
Mm-hmm.
happen, it has to get kind of monetized and standardized, which will take another few years, right? So that's how things are, and I'm letting the audience know, because they shouldn't think like they learn something and they're done with that. It's not going to work, especially in IT industry, right?
Mm-hmm.
So you need to be always kind of you should have that mindset to learn every day, and kind of excel in that.
Understood. Understood. Now, the most important thing, just wanted to know how
Mhm.
I can get to know that data analytics is my cup of tea. Like, what sort of quality I should look in
Correct.
myself? Because
Correct.
I did this mistake 7 years back when I did engineering. I thought that I'd do something big in my life by choosing mechanical engineering. Not all. Everybody's doing good. I'm not doing good. That's what I'm just saying.
Yeah, that's a good question, actually.
Yeah.
Even I naturally ask, if anyone reaches out to me in LinkedIn, right? So
Mhm.
I want to do that. I want to do data science course. I want to do this, right? I naturally ask
Mhm.
certain questions, right?
Mhm.
Are you kind of interested in statistics or mathematics? Not even statistics, basic mathematics,
Mhm.
because there are a lot of people who hate mathematics, right?
Mhm.
And I kind of naturally ask, like, are you curious to know how business works,
Mhm.
right? If you don't care how it works and you just want to code, if
Mhm.
you're as you told, code, if you only want to code, maybe data analytics not is not the right path for you, right? There are a lot of just coding, like it could be testing or it could be Java. There are a lot of things where you don't need to be you don't need to learn a lot of other things. Like only coding is what you need to learn, right? But this is
Mhm.
a place where you should be curious about kind of entrepreneurial
Mhm.
mindset is what is required, and you should be kind of interested towards mathematics, and problem solving. right? So if there is a problem given to you, it
Mm-hmm.
need not to be. It's not like you always use a classic, a machine learning, deep learning algorithm you'll use and you solve this problem. That's not how real life works, right?
Mm-hmm.
Business will come to you. They will throw you a problem. You could answer or you could solve that without doing data analytics also,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Understood. Understood.
So that's how your mindset should be. There is a problem given to me, I need to solve it, right? It could be using my strategical or logical skill sets. It could be
Mm-hmm.
using data, it could be using technical expertise, it could be anything, right? So those are the three four things that I'll usually kind of check if they are interested, and then I'll say go ahead, right? I think that's what qualifies for your question as well, right?
Understood.
It's
Yeah.
basically curiosity to understand the business
Mm-hmm.
and interest towards. I'm not saying expert. There is a difference. There is an interest and expertise is two different things, right? So you
Mm-hmm.
need to be interest towards mathematics, right,
Mm-hmm.
and problem solving.
Yeah, yeah. So one thing is very clear that we don't have to be a pro mathematician about it. We just need to be interested in that, right?
Yes.
Yeah, and it's very easy to develop interest, guys, because I develop my interest wherever the money is. So you can also do that.
Yeah,
Because
that's what
it
correct.
works.
I
It works.
think same goes with me as well, or maybe for all mechanical engineers because they didn't see the money in early
You
stages
know
of
that concept of 3D is old now. What your heart is saying, don't do that. Where the at the end of the day, you have to be settled, right?
correct.
And yes, expert is different. Why? Because the expertism comes with experience, and we don't have experience, so we have to develop interest.
Yes.
Great. Thank you. Thank you for making us understand. So one thing is very clear that we don't have to be from a very tech background, and there is no age restrictions or any other, the gender restrictions or something like that. Anybody who is just wanted to switch, they can switch. But if you have a right skill set with the project based thing, if I'll give you a more clear idea, 59% of our students are from a non-IT background. Total 80% plus practical based studies. Digital lab are there so that you could get real time results. And the error, one-on-one mentorships are there that if you are shy or hesitating to ask a serious question, you can ask in that feature as well, because you will not hesitate, you can ask everything. Okay. And we have a learning management portals, and as of course like project based learning. Now to all the people, before I discuss the salary of a data analyst and the designations and everything, okay, so let me tell you that we are still into the contest where just because others joined us, so we are going to give away one premium data analyst course, that too for free, and which is assuring a job guarantee. All right, and just a matter of 6.5 months. So one of you will get a chance to win it for free in just after a Q&A session. By the way, we will be having a Q&A session with Adarsh, and after that I'll bring one alumni of Coding Invaders who actually studied with us right in front of you, and you will be asking questions to him, whatever the question you wanted to ask. Generally you guys ask that is it fake or fraud or something like that, so you can ask anything. Okay, so you can ask anything. I'll ask him, the alumni, and you can check their LinkedIn profile and everything. All right, so yes, to all the people who want to win all this particular thing for free, the link is there in the chat section. Go register because it's just 10 minutes left. Now the most important thing comes in our mind as two things generally we observe others is people are more concerned about the designation. What I have observed in India, people are more concerned about designation and the salary and how much they can make. Just like the way we want to build a six pack in just 3 months, similarly people want to make 20 lakh per annum in just 3 months or in a 1 year or 2 years, like that. So just wanted to know that, first of all, if I'll switch to a data analyst, what my designation would be, and what would be my starting salary, and how much I can stretch it in just 2 or 3 years.
Cool. Again, I'll just take my example, right? I don't have
Uh-huh.
to talk, too many fancy things. I'll just explain my journey, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I started my journey as data analyst, right? It was not junior directly, I joined as a data analyst, right?
Mm-hmm.
Which was again around again as the numbers would be a bit different now, right? Currently, uh, the starting salary is somewhere around 6 to 7 lakhs, right? But when I was junior a decade ago, it was somewhere around 3 to 4 lakhs, right? Then I mean, you don't believe me, like every switch right? From there, I changed, three to four companies. It was more or less kind of doubling, right?
Mhm.
Because the resources are less, right, and the demand is huge. It's not a 30% hike that you usually get in other jobs, right?
Mhm.
So they were ready to give 100, 200%, right,
Mhm.
to actually hire, right? So within just 2 to 3 years,
Mhm.
around 15 lakhs was, usually you can get up to 15 lakhs, around 15 lakhs, right? And as soon as you cross 5 6 years, right, you can start crossing 30 lakhs, right? And it goes on, right, for an experienced, more like a manager, a director, or a VP.
Mhm.
It's crossing kind of 50 60 lakhs already, right? And reaching up to crore based on the company, the specialty that they bring in, right? How you can present yourself, your social media presence, a lot of things that, research, how you are oriented towards research, right? What is your contribution to the society for data science communities, right? So according to, considering all these things, the salary will keep on changing, but it's not less than any other IT jobs, is what I would say, right? It's right up there. um, and even that is one side of the story. As you keep switching, like even within the organization, right,
Mhm.
the teams are growing rapidly, right? even
Mhm.
even one of the company when I was there, right, we were
Mhm.
hiring so quickly, right?
Mhm.
Even you joined as a like a junior, data analyst,
Mhm.
because you are quickly hiring freshers.
Mhm.
You have to take up more responsibility, which means that you will be keep on promoting, right, to a
Mhm.
senior data analyst, to a lead data analyst, to a data analyst manager. Because when you have too many freshers, they cannot keep you in the same role, right? So they will keep on promoting quickly with good hikes, right? So within an organization, across organization, you switch, don't switch anything, uh, the curve is, kind of exponential. It's moving so quickly, especially when you compare to other jobs which are, the growth has kind of stagnant. Like it's kind of normal growth, is what we see, but here it's kind of exponential.
So you said that at your time you started with something around 5 to 7, right? And nowadays, what you're observing, is it okay to say that we are starting with 10 lakh?
Yeah. Around 8 is what I see now, right? In my organization, for a fresher, it's actually 15 lakhs, right? We hired from few colleges right out of the college. They're doing internship actually, right? So it's already 15 lakhs. So
So it's
even
like it's up to us how exactly we're performing in interview and justifying our worth and
correct,
getting.
as well as the organization, right? So few start with 7 8, some they have like 14 15 20, right? And the Amazons and the Flipkart, they have starting with 18 or 20 starting salary, right?
Okay.
As a data analyst.
Understood. Fine.
Yeah.
So we got a pretty much understanding, guys, that what exactly the designations and the salary expectations we have to keep. All right. Now let's discuss that how we can get these job opportunities or not. But one thing is very clear that we can easily land in between 7 to 10 lakh or 8 lakh. All right. So now moving on, how exactly we can find those things? Because see, you are into that industry, others, so you are getting this notification. But all the people who are not from this industry, so how they can get a recommend, how they can find as jobs or something like that?
Yeah. So again, as it's mentioned, right? So we again, I used to get a lot of calls from Naukri, right, and LinkedIn, right.
Uh huh.
So I used to keep my LinkedIn updated with all the projects I used to do, right. What was various things that I was doing. I always keep my LinkedIn updated, and I try to keep on connecting with new people, right,
Mm-hmm.
because that's where the opportunity lies, right.
Mm-hmm.
So it's through the platforms like Naukri and LinkedIn where I found all my jobs till now,
Understood.
right? And of course, again, the very first job was through actually, I joined that course, right? I mentioned, right? I got it
Mm-hmm.
through them, right? So it's either where you do your the initial courses. They will
Hmm.
kind of refer you, or you will have to find it through these platforms.
Understood.
Yeah.
Understood. Got it. Got it. Also, if you want to save more time, you can try coding invaders for sure because I need to plug in. All right. So moving ahead, yes. So now it's time to come to the most important part, that is Q&A part. But yes, this, as you can see, we have the hiring partners, everything available. So as a student, you have to just focus on consuming resources. Rest work we have done, and we are bringing amazing and cool guest speaker like others always to pump you up. All right. Now, generally the question comes in our mind that how long it takes to become a data analyst. Generally, because now we are very much mature, right? Because we have done engineering and graduation and we got nothing. Now, every single month is something which is very much important for us, that how much time it will take to become it. Because we invested already 15 lakhs, 20 lakhs in this engineering or in the graduation, and we got nothing, right? So yes, to all the people who must be thinking that how you can get this high paying jobs, it's not something which I'm telling you are magical. You can just achieve it in 6.5 months. Why? Because you are now only learning those skills which are needed in the market. All right. So once you do only the things which is needed, see, intellectual people will do everything, but genius people will do only what is needed, and that's what you will do in coding invaders. So you will try all the tools which is required in the market, and once you will acquire those particular skill set, definitely you will get hired. Even others can hire, no, not a big deal. So these are the tenures where you can learn this, master the skill set, which others has mentioned, that Python, SQL, Excel, and Power BI, and you don't need to be a pro mathematician or statistician to become that. All right. So yes, and everything should be practical. Moving on. So if you want to understand more in detail, then yes, everything is practical based, and one-on-one mentorships are there, chats are there, video calls are there, teamworks are there, everything is there. 100% job guarantees with our careers team is there, and what else you need? So the only thing which is needed in this particular course is your consistency. Trust me, it is not important that you need to be intellectual. You should need to be a consistent. You can win this game. All right, to all the people, a last reminder to all of you who want to win this particular premium data analyst course, that too for free, which promises job guarantee. Then the link is there in the chat section, because now I'm going to start the Q&A session, because Adarsh is not looking at the phone because he's running out of the time. So I'll just start this Q&A session right now. So yes, guys, to all the people who want to win it for free, then you can use the link in the chat section. Okay, and let's just quickly cover up the Q&A session. Okay, and so by the way, like others, if you don't mind, just wanted to ask, like, but like, is it already your working hours?
Yeah, I mean, it's
I mean, like,
it's a
see,
bit
guys,
there.
this is the beauty of work from home and working into IT industry. You can do a lot of things. That's what I
Correct,
just
correct.
wanted to
Yeah, yeah.
mention.
We'll plan accordingly, right? So we'll work accordingly. So I need to take one question from here that I just saw, right?
Mm-hmm.
You know, now that AI is there, how data analytics opportunities will go. Something like that I read, right?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So I would like to answer that, right? Because uh, why? Because there is a lot much going on, with the chat GPT coming in,
Mm-hmm.
right? So what it's doing is, it's trying to, automate a lot of things, right?
Mm-hmm.
And even a part of data analytics work as well, right? So whatever it may be, right? You cannot completely automate a data analyst work,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Mm-hmm.
Why? Because you can build, chat GPT, 3 4 5 or whatever, right?
Uh-huh.
But you need to, the problem and the solution required, a lot of the current context, right? What is happening currently with the business, right? You need to understand the business, right? You need to very, again, as I told you, multidisciplinary, right? You need to know a lot of things to actually do something and take actions on top of it, right?
Mm-hmm.
And chat, you cannot simply automate it, right? Even if you can automate all the technical stuff like technology, what you can do, you can automate, but the actions that you can take, it's only, it can be taken by you, a human being,
Mm-hmm.
right? So what it does is it will make your job easier,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Understood.
And since it does that, you can do things that are more productive, right?
Mm-hmm.
You, I'm not sure if you have heard of, the GPT-4. It can actually create an entire PPT. If you just give a, Word document, it can create a PPT for you, right?
Wow.
So now you don't have to create PPTs, right? Which
Mhm.
was a time consuming task.
Mhm.
Other, you let the machine create it, and you
Mhm.
go ahead and present it. You take actions, right? You
Mhm.
do much productive things,
Mhm.
right?
Mhm.
So that's why I want to just call it out.
Mhm.
Don't be worried that AI will take that job, this job, right? That's not going to
Mhm.
happen, right? It's just
Mhm.
that you will have to be, but you will have to be active, right? You need to
Mhm.
know how to use technology, right? Or you need to know how to use ChatGPT now. Now it's there. You need to go there and understand how you can use so that you can be more productive, and you can bring a lot to the table. You can bring your thinking to the table, right? Not just coding. How you can actually do things innovatively, right? So it's not to summarize, it will not kind of uh, it's a secure, don't worry that is it secure to be data analytics because AI is
Mhm.
coming. Don't think like that. It's actually it's a gift. Think as a it's a gift so that you don't have to do
and
boring
and
things.
also, like, just want to add a point. I mean,
Hmm.
like, how this chat gpt will understand that this is the way to make a ppt. Of course, there's a team who is training them or trying to understand that this is how ppt is made. Similarly, for data analysis, if you are thinking, then there must be a huge team involved for data analytics if chat gpt is coming. I mean, like, what I'm saying is chat gpt is coming, it means it will be increasing more employability because it needs a
Correct.
lot of maintenance to maintain that chat gpt.
Correct. Yes, that's the right way to think as well.
Yeah.
Exactly, right? You need AI to build, these tools, right?
Exactly.
And yeah, to actually build that tool, you need a lot of people,
Yeah,
right?
I mean, like,
That's
I
where
just
the
saw one
opportunity
thing.
lies.
I would, like, I was searching on ChatGPT and I asked about the latest news. Then it came on ChatGPT by saying that the data has been the data whatever he has, like, that ChatGPT has only for 2022. So it needs
Mhm.
to be updated, right? And who will update all this? Definitely,
Correct.
humans will update all this, right? I mean, so whatever we have to do, we have to train them. Like, to all the people who want to understand what is ChatGPT, it's like a chat generative pre-trained transformer. So this is a chat GPT. What I am thinking, what my prediction is saying, maybe there will be a visual GPT will come, right? So
Correct.
so slowly it's increasing the employment. So what we are trying to make you understand, just don't use Instagram too much. Okay. This is what, yeah, it's a half knowledge, others.
Correct.
Half
Correct.
knowledge. We are getting,
Yes.
oh, chat GPT is on. But if you will use LinkedIn very much, then you will understand that it is increasing the employability and it's a good thing. All right.
Yes.
Perfect. So now coming to the most important question, there is one guy who is 27 years old and still like into to mechanical engineering and passed 5 years and he's jobless. Okay, it is totally fine. Mechanical engineers jobless is nothing new. Can I start from zero, no previous experience as a data analyst, and how well company take me as a fresher or experience, whatever it is? So how would you guide us, Adarsh?
Yeah, definitely. So again, if you are uh, into, I assume if you're a fresher, then there is it's just as good as me, right? I
Uh-huh.
started as a fresher directly
Uh-huh.
into data analytics, so there is nothing new about it, right?
Mhm.
But there are scenarios. A lot of even a lot of my friends,
Mhm.
of course, I have mechanical friends, in my
Mhm.
from my college.
Mhm.
They worked in a lot of mechanical companies and manufacturing companies,
Mhm.
for 5 to 6 years, right?
Mhm.
And they realized there is no growth. It's
Mhm.
stagnated industry, right?
Mhm.
So then they reached out to me, right? And what should I do, right? So what I told is that 6 years is again a not it will not, don't think of it as a waste, right?
Mhm.
Because let's say you 6 years you worked in a manufacturing domain,
Mhm.
manufacturing company, right? What you will
Mhm.
learn is a 6 years of manufacturing domain expertise, right?
Mhm.
Now you go back and learn the statistical and coding language skills, right?
Mhm.
Now, again, you already have 33% of the skill sets, which is domain knowledge, and learn other 66%, which is your statistical and machine learning and coding knowledge. And
Mhm.
then now, once you're confident after solving certain projects, now go back and apply to a companies where they need maybe data analysts in an automobile industry, right? In an
Mm-hmm.
industry where there is a lot of manufacturing involved, because you have the domain expertise, right? And again, even the salary will not start from the scratch. You will still get 30%, minimum 30% of your current salary,
Understood.
right? Because it could be anything, right? You will have that business or domain experience with you from last 6 years, right? And again,
Mm,
I imagine the salary would be anyway less, so you will anyway get better than that. Even if you start from scratch, you will get better than that. So don't
exactly.
worry too much about it, right? Just get those skills and
Mhm.
apply to the right companies. You will make it for sure.
Thank you. Thank you so much. There's one question from Sai Shankar and Gautam is that I want to switch from BPO to data analyst. Is it possible, and what will be the minimum package we can expect?
Again, bit of lot of context is required for his question, but answer is definitely yes, right? So
Mhm.
again, start from the scratch. Given that if you don't have any technical skills, right, we can start from the basics, Excels and the Pythons and the statistics.
Mm,
And if you are into whatever domain right now, there are companies who will be looking, just look for companies that you are experienced in, right?
mhm,
Maybe you are in a BPO for a e-commerce company, right? You have some kind of experience which you can utilize and solve projects on top of it and try applying. You'll definitely get through. So it doesn't matter what was your experience till now. It only matters like what skills you gain from today, and where how smartly you will do the projects and apply to the various jobs that are available.
okay. Thank you. The last but not least, the last question from Neha.
Mhm.
Okay. Why we should join here? Because today everything is available on internet. Now the question to you is, why you joined somewhere else? Why didn't you learn everything from internet? That's a very legit question, by the way.
Yep.
Why?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yes.
So
Yeah.
why
I'll
why we should do this?
yeah. I'll answer that question, right?
Mm.
I mean, not that I'm marketing
Yeah.
this. The problem is when you have too much to consume, you don't know
Mhm.
what to consume, right? The internet or the YouTube or this is filled with lot of things and lot of junk, right?
Mm.
You don't know the path. That's where you will get lost, right? You
Mm.
will I'm not you will okay, today you will start learning R. Tomorrow
Mhm.
you will learn, array, I don't understand this. Tomorrow you learn Python. Day
Mm.
after tomorrow you learn something else. 10
Mhm.
days you'll try learning 10 different things, and 11th day you will quit,
Mm.
right? That's what I have experienced with a lot of students. How I know? Because I talk to a lot of
Mm.
students, right? And that's what I have told. Why haven't you, why are you in the same, stage? Why haven't you, learned anything, right? And
Mm.
they shared this experience with me, and that's where I started making them a career path, right? Do this first, do
Mm.
this next, do this next, do these projects, and do prepare resume like this, and
Mm.
then start applying, right?
Mm.
And that's why you need either a coding invaders or anyone for
Mm.
you to guide on what to learn, what not to learn, very specifically what not to learn, because
Mm.
it will take 100 years to learn what is there on the internet.
So it is very much important to
Yeah,
focus what it is needed, and that's what with the mentorship it comes. Like either we take from the seniors or that we
correct.
take from the dad or something like that. So
Yeah,
it will save time, and I guess not everything available on internet is authentic.
correct. Yeah, that
Right.
is also there. Yes.
I am also a mechanical engineer. I can also make a video. Would you believe? If you're believing, you are stupid. But I make good content, guys. Don't do that. That's just an example. Okay, so that's what I'm saying. That it is very much important, and the most important thing is to save time and get the things done. All right. Now the last question is from the Pooja. She is a single mother, having 3 years of gap just because of the parenting of the child. Now she wants to work from home only. can she get all these benefits in this data analyst thing, that work from home and high paying also, and so that she can take care of her child?
Answer is partially yes. It depends on the organization, right?
Mm-hmm.
But there are a lot of opportunities where you can work from home, right? Currently, I'm working from home, right? So it's because you don't have to uh, maybe interact with a lot of stakeholders, or maybe you don't have to do it's not a telephonic job, right? You don't have to take a lot of calls. So the work is in such a way that you can do from anywhere, right?
Mm-hmm.
If the organizations agree, you can pretty much do from anywhere. So that's wherein the work from home concept comes in. So you can, if the organizations allow, which
Mm-hmm.
is 50% of the organizations are still allowing to work from home, and you can definitely find those opportunities. If you just have to be just have to look out for them, right? Keep
Understood.
searching for them, but
Understood.
you'll definitely find.
All right. All right. Got the answers. Thank you so much. It was a very helpful, answers, much detailed and a practical answer from, and nothing, no more questions from my side. But yes, if you have any last thing to say to this audience before you go, because I know you're already running out of your time. So, can you please say anything to all the people who are just waiting for your approval to take the decision?
So again, I started with, right, data is the new oil, right? There are, again, I see a lot of questions which are related to that only, right? So is it a safer job? Is it a secure job, right? Can I work from home? What is the package, right?
Mm-hmm.
A lot of questions are related to that,
Mm-hmm.
and it's a S from all the angles because I am the living example, right? So there are a lot of opportunities.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, when you compare to a lot of other IT jobs, it is actually safer, right? Because as I told you, the last 10 years was the things grow rapidly, and it's going to be same for next 10 years as well, right? I cannot say the same for testing, right? Because a lot of things in testing are again already automated, right?
Mm-hmm.
So it's definitely secure.
Mm-hmm.
It's the right time to learn as well, right?
Mm-hmm.
Again, I saw a few questions which are related to the things are getting fired, right? How is are the data scientists also getting fired, right?
Mm-hmm.
Maybe firing may not be right,
Mm-hmm.
but hiring also kind of frozen, right? I'll be
Mm-hmm.
honest with you, right?
Mm-hmm.
So that's again because of the a lot of things which are happening currently with the US situation,
It's
right?
just a business decision.
That's all, right? And that's not permanent. Another six
Mm-hmm.
months to 9 months, things will get back to normal.
Mm-hmm.
That's why it's the right time, because you have next 6 months to learn, right? So learn, get those skills,
Mm-hmm.
right? Get the right mentorship, do the right projects,
Mm-hmm.
and just be ready, with the resume, right? And
Mm-hmm.
just put it on, all Naukri, LinkedIn, everywhere, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then you will be done. You will definitely find those opportunities if you have the right skill sets and the right mindset,
Understood.
right?
Understood.
So yeah, on that note, I think I'll close. All the best, everyone, right? There is a lot of opportunity and scope here. Just be at it and learn and exceed in your life. So
Thank you. Thank you.
yeah.
Thank you so much. It was amazing. And I would love to see you again on the webinar.
Yeah, definitely. Thanks a
Thank you.
lot. I mean, thanks for having me. Bye
Yeah.
bye.
Bye. All right, guys. So I hope you enjoyed this particular session with our amazing guest speaker with his punchline and the practical answers, what is needed. Now I will bring our alumni as well, and we will be discussing about his experience. But before that, to all the people who wanted to know the pricing was 11,490 rupees per month to join the course. And if you want to get a discount, I'm attaching the link in the chat section to get a free counseling call, and you can get it in 7,490 rupees with 35% discount. Now, the most important thing, let's bring our own alumni who studied with our courses and got a placement, got a job. So please welcome Shankar Rajput. Hi, Shankar.
Hi, hi Amit.
I'm happy to see you that you are now a Power BI developer in Infosys. So just
Yeah,
wanted to ask, like, after joining the courses, you started using the specs, or like you were already using it from the
yeah,
all the
yeah.
way
I
from.
was already using it.
Okay,
Yeah,
okay, okay, okay. Perfect then, perfect then. So just one thing, just wanted to understand, just because you're an
Mhm.
alumni, people have a lot of questions. They generally ask that is it genuinely possible, or is this job guarantee things? Lot more question. Am I the right fit or not? Or is this I don't know the C of the coding. I'm from a non-tech background.
Mhm.
X Y Z.
Mhm.
Just wanted to know,
Mhm.
were you also feeling the same thing when you were about to join? Were you also scared or worried about this?
Yeah, actually not, because actually I was working somewhere, and I having the industrial experience. Okay, so I
Uh-huh.
was working as an MIS associate. So basically I
Okay.
was working on the Excel. So
Uh-huh.
all the rest of the all things like Power BI, SQL,
Uh-huh.
and Python, these all things are new for me.
Oh,
So
it
I
was
learned
new.
it from, yeah, yeah.
So just wanted to clarify one thing. You were not data analyst before, right? You were
Yeah,
into a
yeah. I was
different
not a
profession.
data analyst. Yeah, yeah.
You were into a different profession and you learned all
Yes.
this skill set from scratch, right?
Right. Yeah.
Understood. Okay, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so I have some questions ready for you and let me ask
Okay.
so that people get a clarity.
Sure.
Question number one is that the modules that you studied over here, okay,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
uh, were those modules were actually job oriented, looking at the interviews that you have given and cracked it out?
Yeah, definitely. Miss, actually, I go on to the module by module only, and it
Mhm.
really helped me. Just I completed within a TAT, and I grasped well in that, and I got confidence about it, so I can crack the interview.
So you must be having a lot of silly doubt as well in your mind, right? Because at my
Yeah,
time, whenever I do the coachings or tuitions, I hesitate to ask questions because there's hundreds of students out there. So you must be
right.
also having a silly question doubts or how you were tackling those, and you were also working. So at what time you were
Yeah.
studying? I mean, just wanted to know that.
Actually, mostly I was working, means I was studying on the weekend only, because mostly
Okay.
we are having the classes on the weekend. And
Mm-hmm.
once the class is completed, that day only I was completing the model most of the time.
Okay. Okay.
Because in the entire week I was not getting the time to attain those.
Okay. Okay.
So
So
mostly
you were
I'm,
getting the recorded one things and everything, right?
yeah, recorded to already there, but actually I was attending the classes also on time.
Okay. On time. Okay. The
Yeah,
live one also, right?
live one as.
Okay, okay. So the live one was generally in the evening or in the morning it was happening?
Most of the time it was evening, and
Okay.
basically it was on the weekend, so I was able to
That's
join.
nice. Okay, okay,
Yeah.
okay. And just to be
Yeah.
very practical with you, how much hours in a week you are giving to complete all this? Every week, how much hours you are spending to study all this?
Actually, every week I can say only 4 hours, mostly 4 hours, 5 hours.
So
Depend on the
four, five
project.
hours,
It
four,
will
five
depend
hours in
on
a week. It means that 1 hour or 1.5 hours daily, something like that, right?
yeah, you can say that.
Perfect. So, right
Yeah,
now, like, how much percent of salary hike you got basically? Just wanted to know. I will not ask your salary, but salary hike I will ask.
yeah. Actually, I got almost 70% hike, I can say.
70% hike. Oh my God. Okay.
Yeah.
So, just one curious question. Okay. Don't mind. I just wanted to ask you this curious question. In the whole
Okay.
classroom, where you were seeing yourself as a topper, or you were seeing yourself as an average normal guy, or you were seeing as yourself as like I don't know anything, I'm learning everything from scratch. How you were feeling about it when you were studying?
When I was started,
Mm-hmm.
means I was seeing myself as a best in the class. Okay, because
Okay.
I'm doing all the things on time, and
Mm-hmm.
I'm completing the modules on time. Then
Mm-hmm.
whenever once I in the mid of the classes, I can say I missed some classes also, and
Mm-hmm.
I was disconnected for
Mm-hmm.
some time. But after
Mm-hmm.
that, I again joined the classes, and I was started doing on the same, means live study with the classes. So again, I got the confidence. So I can say I was average. I can say,
Okay.
yeah,
Understood. And also, like, you have how many interviews you have given? May I know that to get that particular offer?
almost 4, 5 interviews.
Within 4 or 5 interviews, you cracked one,
Yeah,
right?
yeah, yes,
Okay, okay. So the career service team were able to help you out with scheduling your interviews.
Yeah, definitely. I can say
Okay,
I
okay.
got a lot of help about the interviews as
So just one thing
well.
wanted to know that do I need to be intellectual enough to do this course, or do I need to become consistent to do this course?
I would say you must be consistent about it. Yeah,
Okay, okay,
because
okay.
intelligence will come by your consistency.
That's correct. So when you joined the program, how many people were there in the batch? And at the end of the course, how many left? Just wanted to know because people must have leaving in between, right?
Yeah. I think in my batch almost 22 people were there,
Oh, very
and
small batch. That's nice.
yeah, and at the end of the class also almost 17, 18 people were there.
Okay, okay. They were just
Yeah,
doing it and all. Okay, perfect.
yeah.
Got it, got it. And were you also facing a problem in interviews, like the communication skills or something like that? How exactly you handled and everything?
Actually, I can say about the skills. Mostly, some new questions were asked in the interviews, so I was
Mm-hmm.
just noted them and I prepared for the
Mm-hmm.
next interview. And
Okay.
through that, I got the idea how to crack the interview.
Understood. So multiple rejection was also very much important to understand that how exactly I need to
Yes,
perform in the next one. So rejection is
right.
very much important, and for that we need to schedule multiple calls.
Yeah, right.
Understood. Understood. So what is the one best thing you wanted to, guys? If you have any question directly to Shankar, you can write it down in the chat section. I'll ask you one to mine, and I can take your question as well. So if you have any question for Shankar, please post it. I would love to discuss with him because I am very happy that Shankar. Where are you from, by the way? You're from UP or Bihar?
I'm in Pune.
You're
I'm
from
from Maharashtra.
Okay, you're from Maharashtra. Okay, okay, okay. I thought
Yeah,
that you are from the. Okay,
no, no.
that's nice. All right.
Yeah.
So, so what is the one major mistake people do after joining the course? Which just wanted to know from you. What is the one major mistake they do?
I think, as per my experience, I will let you know. Actually, we are not consistent about the study. That is the main problem. If we are
Uh-huh.
not completing the modules on time, we are not studying, then day by day we will get disconnected
Uh-huh.
to the classes, and then we'll lose the confidence. And
Understood.
that is the main problem, I will say.
So people are very much motivated in the beginning, and after a few weeks, they are like
Ah,
becoming casual.
right, right.
Yeah. So that's even their loss. They are paying and they are loss. Okay.
Yeah.
So one question is from Utkarsh is Power BI or Tableau developer similar to data analyst, or this role and the job is different? I mean, just wanted to understand that he's looking at the slide and it is written Power BI developer. So he's trying to
Yeah.
understand that are you data analyst or Power BI developer is both different thing, or is it the same thing, or name is different only?
Yeah, it's the same thing. The name is different. Actually, basically, now I'm working on the visualization, but we
Uh-huh.
are using the SQL as well for the data.
Mm-hmm.
So it's the same role. In the Power Query, mostly we are creating the data models and we are doing different transformations. So it's a
Mm-hmm.
part of data analyst only.
So it is a data analyst only. It's just a special category you
Yeah.
got that is a Power BI that you are mastering. Okay.
Aha. Yeah.
Understood.
Yeah.
Understood. Another
Yeah.
question
Right.
from Pradeep is, hey, I am working professional. Okay. So I cannot attend the class on a daily basis. So how can I manage?
Actually, we are getting the recorded videos there, and we have the LMS platform, so it is helpful. If you miss the class, you will get everything ready for you. Whenever you get the time, you can go through it and you can learn. Or mentors are there to help you out.
So
So I
Shankar, were
think
you getting
it's
those
not a big
benefits like,
challenge.
were you getting that video call benefits or chat option benefits every single time? Was that available on the Slack or something to get easy, quick question solved on time?
Yeah. Slack is always helpful because mentors are there.
Mm-hmm. Understood. So you were having
Yeah.
access to those mentors, and that's why you were able to do it. Okay, perfect.
Right. Yeah.
Any other questions from you guys? So the one question from Sai Baba, there is any coding required? I have completed a degree. I mean, like whatever the job that you are doing, Shankar, how much
Mhm.
percentage of coding is involved in that whole job? Like 10%, 20%, or 50%?
Yeah. I can say 20. 20-30%. Actually, I worked on the VBA code before that. So I
Mm-hmm.
was doing the VBA macros. I worked on the VBA macros.
Mm-hmm.
So I can say, but that code I was using the recording. Means it's not a hard code. I can get the code. I can record the macro, and then I can see the code, or I can edit the code accordingly and then make the macro ready.
Understood. Understood. Got the
Yeah.
clarity. Got the clarity. Um, One question from the last but not least, Bhargav. Which tool is to more focus to become a data analyst? Which tool I should focus more?
I should say SQL. We need to be perfect in the SQL. So
Okay.
mostly we have to be means practice more SQL queries. And if you because in the interview most of the time 50% question will ask on the SQL only. If you are doing you are having the interview of Power BI developer or any data analyst, any interview, the only questions will be asked about the SQL only, SQL queries.
Okay. Okay. And may I know that from which companies you got an offer basically after completing the course? If you could mention the names.
Yeah, actually, BP British Petroleum.
Wow.
Before that, I got a call from Wipro,
Wipro.
and yeah,
So British Petroleum, Wipro, and I can see on your record it is written
Infosys.
Infosys as well.
Yeah, yeah, Infosys. I joined the
And is
Infosys.
it true that Unilever also approached you?
Yeah, Unilever also
Oh
closed.
my God.
I
And the
forgot
gap
actually.
maps as well.
Gap maps, right?
One, two,
I
three.
forgot actually. It's 4 months before, so
So in like four, five companies have approached, and those are the big giant companies, okay? And
yeah.
you were rejecting them just because maybe you were trying to get the maximum package or something like that. And what was the
Mm.
average package they are generally offering to you? Average package, like on an average, what are the maximum package?
So they are ready to give me hike almost 50%, 60%.
That's
Or
nice.
70%. So I got a best offer from Infosys, and actually I was looking for the Pune location only. So I joined the
Uh,
Pune
so
location.
you're doing work from home?
Mostly, yeah, I'm doing work from home.
That's nice. That's nice. Great. Great. Thank you. Thank you so much, Shankar, for giving this detailed and answer. We genuinely enjoyed because while doing a webinar, people have a lot of questions and somehow they wanted to check, which is very much important. So yes,
Okay.
guys, if you want to connect Shankar also, I will give. Is it okay if I can share your link? People
Yeah, yeah,
can.
sure, sure, no
Okay.
problem. Yeah, yeah.
So guys, I will attach the LinkedIn link. If you want, you can connect with him. Plus, please don't bombard him with a message. He is a busy person now. Whenever he will get time, he will reply you. But yes, thank you so much, Shankar, for giving us your time. I highly
Yeah, yeah.
appreciate that. And let's see you if we get a chance to meet you again.
Sure, sure. Pleasure is mine. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, Shankar.
Thank
Have
you.
a nice day.
Thank you. Yeah, thank you.
All right, guys. So I hope you enjoyed this. I hope you got the clarity about this particular alumni thing. We bought that. What else is needed? Okay. So yes, these are the things to all the people who want to join the course, right? The job guarantee batch. The course fees is 11,490, and you can join this particular course with a 35% discount. That is 7,490 rupees per month, just because you're watching right now. Now, the most important thing comes in our mind that we wanted to see that who is the winner who will be winning this particular premium data analyst course, that too for free. All right, so it's time to announce the winner, right? So to all the people who haven't registered yet, the link is there in the chat section. Go fill it up because I have to say a few pointers and then we will be announcing the winner. The link is there in the chat section. So what you will get in Coding Invaders, you will get one-on-one personal mentorship, exclusive career packages, fast track job search, 100% job guarantee, convenient study for adults. Here's the screenshot of our students who are studying with the mentors and getting a one-on-one mentorship. This is the mentors picks. You will get extra practical session with the top mentors, 7 days a week access in chats, unlimited one-on-one video calls even if you missed a call. 2 live sessions per week, group webinars on the evening and on the weekend, as you have heard from the Shankar itself, that he was a busy person. He was only doing on weekends 4 or 5 hours in a week, and he made it possible and got more than 5 to 6 job offers, that too from big giant companies like Unilever, Infosys, and British Petroleum, and a lot more. So it is a group project based, and modules are on LMS, that is learning management system. You can log in from anywhere and study. Exams are there, interactive webinars are there, Q&A sessions are there, group projects are there, career webinars are there, masterclass from the district. Every single stuff is there. You just need to study and get the thing sorted. So you need to study only 4 or 5 tools, that is Google Sheet, SQL, statistics, Power BI, Python, get a career development, and get a guaranteed job. Now it's time to announce the winner. So who is going to win this particular course, that too for free? So let me share my screen and see how many people have registered. And to all the people who are still watching me and feeling lazy to register, I would request you, okay, I would request you to use this link in the chat section, because every single time whatever happens is right now that maybe the person who registers in the end win the whole game. All right. So you might be the same person, okay, because I'll be using a random generator website and I'll be choosing the random number, and that person will be winning the premium data analyst course of Coding Invaders, which promises job guarantee in a written agreement. You will win it for free. One of you will win it for free. And to all the other people who want to join this job guarantee batch, the fee structure I've told. So yes, the link is there in the chat section. Let's try the luck. Let's see how much people are going to win it. How many? I mean, like, who will win this particular contest? So I'm just going to share my screen because time is up. I have to announce the winner now. So let's see how many people have participated. So I guess sharing my screen. Okay. So guys, can you see my screen? You can see the database, how many people have participated. So I can see 190 people have participated. Yes, to all the people, let's cross 210. Let's cross 210 and then we will announce the winner. So I'm just waiting that people should reach over here 210 at this point. Let's go to 210. Let's set a target. Let's cross 210 and I'll just pick one random person and announce a winner. All right. So let's do that. So I hope Neeta is the last person who registered. Let's see, are we able to touch 210? How many people have registered till yet? Okay, so I can see how many people are there. So I can see 79 people are still here. So all the people who are not serious, they left. Okay, to all the people who have stayed here till the end and watching this, you deserve to win. So if you haven't registered, please register. All right. So I can see the numbers are increasing. 193. Okay, 193. And how many people are left? 194. The Prasad is the last one. Okay, so I'll Sheikh Azhar. Okay, and okay, let's lower the target. Let's do 200 only. Sorry. So let's just 200 and get this whole thing done. So the first person who registered was Premnath, and the second person is Alex Tio, Nitish Kumar, and everybody. Okay. And okay, anybody else who's left? I don't think that anybody is left. Are we done already? 195, Sheikh Azhar. Five more guys, come on. So I don't think that people is going to fill up. I guess people are done. Okay, so Tejashri, thank you, Tejashri. So guys, this is the website that I use to choose the random person. So what I'll do, let's suppose there is how many people? Let's suppose 201 people have registered. Let me give you an example. If I'll click over here, it will give me a random number that is 120. That 120, I will choose it as a winner. So let's suppose if I will keep it 456. Okay, let's suppose 456 have registered. Then we can see the numbers are 139. It means that the random person will be the winner. So if I will choose 200, and let's see how many people have registered. So we already 197 people have registered. So let's suppose if I'll keep 197, 198, it seems that we are going to touch 200. Two more people is left now. Let's touch 200 and get this thing done. So I can see, I think that people will register. Let's suppose 200. I'm waiting to get it 200. I'll refresh my sheet once again. Who is going to win this game? 198. Anybody else who's left? 2 slots are still available for this contest. Only 2 slots. Anybody else? So some of them are saying that please remove those who have already. We can't hear you properly. I guess I'm audible. So Yashwardhan Sharma is saying that what if the person already left gets selected? So definitely, as per the rule, if he wins, then he will get a call. Definitely, he has given his even 1 minute, so he should deserve to win. So I can see Alex Tio has filled the form twice. Alex Teo, you have filled over here as well, and you have filled again. Very smart. Very smart. Okay. Okay. So I will still consider 199. Okay. One more person is needed to fill it, to make it 200. Okay. So I can see that let's not wait and let's announce the winner. I guess everybody's waiting for the same. I'll refresh once again. And so just do it 199 because Alex Teo has registered twice, so it will be cheating for others. So let's keep 199. Okay. So 199 and then done. Then 98765431. Let's see who's the winner. And the winner is number 73. Number 73 is the winner of this particular contest who will be winning this premium data analyst course of a coding invaders, which promises job guarantee in a written, that too for free. All right, so let's see who is that lucky person and let's see who is that guy or girl won this particular course, because after 6.5 months he or she will be sitting with more than 5-6 offer letters in the hand and choosing which one to choose, which one is paying me high. So let's see who's that lucky person. All right, so the winner was 73. Number 73, Ram Narayanan. Ram Narayanan 777 at gmail.com. You are the winner of this particular contest and you won this premium course of data analyst from Coding Invaders, which promises job guarantee, that too for free. So, yes, so if you are here, just say hi to all the people because we want to see you. So, Ram, if you are here, I'm very happy to announce that you are the winner of this particular contest and you will be getting a call in just 30 minutes from an academic counselor of Coding Invaders. He will be checking your eligibility criteria, that you are a diploma or a final year or a graduate. If you will be eligible, definitely you will be getting this for free and you are going to get a call in just 30 minutes. If you will miss it, you will definitely get a call in the morning. Okay. So people are asking, people are congratulating that yes, Ram is the winner. All right, but yes, to all the people who still wanted to be the part of this job guarantee batch, then yes, you can still be the part of the job guarantee batch. You can fill the link which is there in the chat section. You can get a 35% of discount and join the job guarantee batch. All right. So that's it from my side. It's already too late. It's 1 hour 41 minutes long webinar. I hope you enjoyed this particular webinar. All right. So I'll attach my Instagram link to you guys. Okay, and if you have any further questions, you can reach out to me. Meanwhile, I hope you had a great, I hope you had a great evening and you enjoyed this particular webinar. All right. So yes, the fees structure is there in the front of you. As you can see, we have EMI programs as well. All right. No interest you have to pay. We will pay interest for you. And yes, if you feel the course is expensive, you can refer your friend. You will also get 5,000 discount. Your friend will also get 5,000 discount. If you refer to the 10 people, you'll get 50,000 discounts. So the more you will refer, the more the course price will become smaller. So that's another hack for you to make the course price zero. All right. So the secret link of referral is there in the chat section. You can save it. Whoever needs it, just refer it. You will get 5,000 discount. As simple as that. I hope that you enjoyed this particular session. But yes, to all the people who want the certificate, because yes, if you have attended this particular certificate, so you have attended this webinar, you enjoyed it, or whatever the feedback you have, I hope genuinely you enjoyed it. So there's a link I'm attaching for all of you. It will definitely motivates me if you'll put your reviews in that particular link, that did you enjoyed it or not, was it helpful or not, because we keep on bringing this, because it will be free from your end to put it, and it will help us to reach to those people who are in the need. So the link is there in the chat section. I would request you to drop your feedback, honest review, how exactly this whole masterclass was, and you can even send a screenshot, and we can officially grant you a certificate of participation of webinar, and you can get it in just 1-3 days. So the perks is, if you will be giving your honest reviews, you will be also eligible for the participation certificate as well. So thank you so much. There's a 3 ways. Write the reviews, whatever you feel like. Okay, take a screenshot and mail it at info@codinginvest.com, and we will be sending you a participation certificate, as simple as that. All right. So thank you so much for attending this particular masterclass. I will see you in the next masterclass. Thank you. Have a nice day.